Hello, everyone. This is my second time doing this, like my third, fifth, or you don't want to know how many times this is. Hello. I hope that you're back with me. Come back on here and tell me hello. If this is live, please let me know that you're on here with me. I see two people. So say something down below so that I know that you can see comments. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Jason. Welcome back. I don't know why it's really bad reception. Jason always says it's really, really, really bad connection. And I don't really know why. We keep checking it. And I think the last time they checked it, there was like some mice in our connection here in our whole little subdivision. And they won't come back out and check it. I don't know really why. But Jason could probably tell you more about that. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Susan. Hello, Kim. You guys come on here and tell me hello. I hope the other ladies that were on here with me come back. I did not just leave. Hello, Mallory. Okay, so what I was trying to say is I'm Tabitha Yount. I'm the owner of Elegant Homes and Interiors, and I'm glad to be back. It feels like it's been forever. What I was asking is, do you guys use a faux Christmas tree or do you use a real Christmas tree? So tell me which one you use. Hello, Barbara. Thank you for being back. Hello again. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden it just said, "Dung, you were done." I was like, oh, I'm done. Okay. So tell me, I got asked that this week, and I forgot to tell you guys some exciting news. So I got asked, do I use faux trees or do I use real trees? And the last time that Jason and I used a faux tree, we've been married now 25 years in March, the end of March. And hello, Linda. Thank you for telling me to be back. I can't believe that it just clicked me out like that. The last time we used a real tree, we were first married, and I decorated it up really pretty, and then boom, we went to bed, and that's what we heard. And I'm not kidding you. All the beautiful ornaments and everything that we put on it, they fell over. And I thought somebody was breaking into the house. And so I was like, because when we first got married, we lived in a little small house in St. Joe. And I was like, you got to get up. I think somebody's breaking in. No, the Christmas tree just went oof. It went way over and all the ornaments were everywhere. He's like, no, that's just the Christmas tree. Go back to bed. And it was like literally it had shattered everything and broke everything. I do not flock. I have never had a flocked Christmas tree besides in Lexi's room. Lexi decided one year, a couple of years ago, that she wanted a flocked tree. So she bought one. And I'm telling you, they are absolutely stunning, but they are a mess. Does anybody else think that same thing? Fake flocked tree. Yes, Mallory. Gorgeous. Those are the best. So after that whole thing where Jason and I, the Christmas tree, we literally lifted it up the next day. I get up and Jason had lifted it up and he had to wire it up and all the things. And I was like, okay, this is not ever going to happen again. So from that point on, we have bought faux Christmas trees. Hello, Jeannie. Hello, Joyce. Hello, guys. Come on here and tell me, do you guys use real Christmas trees? Do you go out and like cut them and do all the things? Or do you use a faux Christmas tree like me? And I actually put a Christmas tree up in every room, pretty much every room, a full-size Christmas tree, and I decorate them all up. But I don't really use a lot of flocked trees either because they're really dirty. But Lexi really loves it in her room, and so after she started doing that a couple years ago, I'm thinking, I'm kind of getting the itch to really do a flock tree too as well. So that's kind of my thing, is I'm kind of like, I kind of really want one. I kind of think they're super pretty, not flocked. But I was watching, I couldn't sleep the other night. I wasn't feeling the best, so I couldn't sleep. And I was watching this lady flock her tree. And I was like, I don't know about all that. I don't know if I'd want to do that. I don't know. That seemed like a real mess. But they say once you do it yourself, they stay on a lot better. So has anybody ever tried that either? But anyhow, getting to my point, Josephine Magazine had actually called me and they said they wanted to interview me to be in the Josephine Magazine. So this is the kind of questions they were asking me about, is what kind of Christmas trees do I use? What are the best Christmas trees? What do I see that as actually a trend, not a trend, those kind of things. And boy, that brought back a lot of memories. I was thinking to myself, wonder if everybody uses more real Christmas trees or do they use fake Christmas trees? Because honestly, the ones that I decorate are all faux Christmas trees because, of course, we do that in November so that they can extend that time to actually enjoy their Christmas trees when I'm decorating them. But we don't use a lot of real ones. So, I mean, of course, you can't use them like months out, But I'm sure a lot of people still cut them down and they do the whole Christmas tree thing, which I'm sure they smell amazing. And that's what brought me to that, is that smell in my garage. There was these huge boxes of everything that's in there, and when I walked out of the house to come into my office today, I just got this woof of a Christmas tree, and it smelled amazing. I mean, it smelled like I had a Christmas orchard out in my garage, and they just delivered them. It's my dream to have a tree in every room, including all 3 bathrooms. Yes, Tracy, I'm really bad about it. I really have to say that it's like one of my biggest things that I decorate is Christmas, and we have tons of Christmas trees. I don't know, I just love the lights and the whole atmosphere of Christmas, and so I do everything up at Christmas. I like lots of Christmas trees. The girls have Christmas trees, full-size trees in their rooms, besides Gracie. And if you're watching this, Gracie, she's kind of gotten where she's like, what years she does it, some years she doesn't. It just depends on her mood at times. But she's like, Mom, it's just kind of in the way. But I'm like, yes, but it's Christmas and who cares, right? When Gary and I were first married, we did the whole pick out the perfect Christmas tree. Yes, cut it, put it in the house. I can't read the rest of that, Susan. But yes, we did the same thing. I'm sure it fell. Is that what you're trying to tell me? I'm sure it did. It rolled across the highway, down the ditch, and he laughed. Oh my goodness. He laughed. I cried. We loaded it up again. Are you serious? So it rolled down the bed of the truck? Oh my goodness. That sounds like something we did. I could probably write a book about our lives, but we did that with a mattress. But that's a whole nother story and a whole nother Facebook Live. Jason did a mattress the same way, but... I'm so sorry. That's horrible. If it really did, you went down and cut it and then it rolled down. Yikes. And they're not cheap either. Everybody says that faux Christmas trees are really expensive, but so are real Christmas trees. They're just as expensive. I mean, I think they're just as expensive, especially if you get a real pretty full one. They're absolutely crazy and insane. But the Josephines asked me that. They were like, Tabitha, do you get real Christmas trees or do you get faux Christmas trees that you decorate in people's houses? And I said, most of the time, hello Sheila, most of the time, it's real or faux Christmas trees, because one of the biggest things is because we do it so early. We start those decorating in November. So we're going to be starting all of this decorating this coming month, and you're going to be able to be a part of that. Oh, especially you ladies that are in my elegant community. Barbara, you're in there. So I'm going to take you guys on a lot of those this year. So you're going to be able to see lots of decorating and lots of pretty trees and how we decorate them and all that stuff. And yes, that's super exciting. So I just kind of brought that smell back in when I hit the garage doors, and that woof of that smell. So if you're getting a box too, a Christmas box, you're going to have that whole smell going on in your house as well. It's crazy how that smell is so overpowering. It's just wonderful. I wish I could bottle that up and put that in everywhere I go. I mean, that would be amazing. People would just love to smell me here. Hello, Sarah. Okay, so what we're actually talking about tonight is I posted a thing this week here, I think it was yesterday or the day before, about the Emma house. And everybody was talking about what colors we should go with. And yes, Kelly, there is some more Christmas boxes, but you better hurry. You got to hurry, hurry, hurry. I think there's some limited availability there, so you better hurry and go get one. I will post the link up at the top for you. Okay, so what we did is we posted about the Emma house and what we were going to do and how we start that process. And I took a lot of you guys through that tour of that house, and I showed you the first beginnings of it, and you were going through it, and I showed you all the house, right? Jason is about ready to get started on that. He's finishing the last project, which I want to show you that last project that he's finished. They've given us permission to let you ladies and gentlemen that are on here to see that kitchen remodel. And oh my goodness, guys, it's gorgeous. So I'll have to take you through that house. But what I wanted to tell you is that we're about ready to start that. And how do I start that process? And the very first thing that I think is really honestly in my head is color. Is what I start thinking about is what kind of colors do I think that the house looks like it goes with. And a lot of people ask me that. What inspiration do you get? How do you start that? The very first thing that Jason and I normally do together is we go through the house and we start talking about each room and what walls we're going to knock out and do things like that. It's kind of like, what are you thinking here? What are you thinking there? And then he'll tell me yes or no if we can do that, because that's usually how he does things. He's like, yeah, no, yeah, I can't do that. Or yeah, we can look at that. So, but then the next step for me, and we've already kind of done that. We've already kind of walked through and we've talked about what windows we're going to put in, what new windows, what old windows we're going to take out so that the house flows a little better, and all that kind of stuff. We've already kind of went through that. So the next step for me is to kind of start looking at product, looking at what the next step is to start building the Emma house up. And the next thing for me is color. And I brought you guys to this to your attention, if I could talk, is what color do you think the house looks like it goes with it? And I put a picture of it, and you guys were like, you had tons and tons of comments about what you thought the house looked like. And it's a very traditional house. So it's really a lovely little Cape Cod looking house. And with that being said, I thought this really brings to mind what are the very, very favorite exterior colors. And a lot of times, have you ever been driving down a beautiful subdivision and you're driving and you're kind of just driving out, even like a fall day, because this is the perfect time to drive around these beautiful neighborhoods, and you stop and you're thinking, oh my goodness, what were they thinking picking those colors out? That's a beautiful home, but it just looks like, I don't know, looks like a ray of sunshine just hit that house and it's just like bright or whatever. Maybe it's a bright, bright color, or it just doesn't go with the house. A lot of the times, a lot of people don't realize that you cannot go with interior colors that you can go with it at exterior. Does that make sense? So anything that you have interior doesn't always look so pretty on the exterior. It's because of lighting. And a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people are like, oh, I love that color, I'm going to put it outside. And they put it outside and they're like, oh, it doesn't necessarily look the same as it does outside as it does inside. And that's a true common mistake with a lot of people. And they think, oh, I just loved that. And then I put it outside and it looked horrible. It's because that's so much different lighting than what we have in here. There's lots of shades and lots of true different lighting than we have outside. Outside is a whole different ball game, guys. So when you're looking at your colors outside, you have to look at that in a whole different light than it is in interior. And with that being said, I picked out the top colors that Sherwin-Williams and us have picked out over the years and have been tried and true. And these colors are just amazing colors. Every time we put them on an exterior house, they look absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. So I picked out a few of them. But why I got this out, I was starting to say, I said, hey guys, this is anybody in my household, the people that live with me. I said, hey guys, I was cooking supper and I said, hey guys, does anybody know where my little Sherwin-Williams color portfolio is? And everybody's like, no, I don't know where's that. I don't know. You know how your family does. And I'm like, well, I got to have that because I got to have the colors. And so I'm going to show you exactly what you do. So if you hired me to come in to do a lot of big colors all out throughout your house, this is basically what I would do. We have these little portfolios and they have the little color wheels. See these little color wheels on them? And here, I'm trying not to do this. And look at it. These are all full of colors, okay? These are all the colors that Sherwin-Williams has. And this is just one. This is just one with those colors in it. And I love this, guys, because they give you, it says high reflection white, and it tells you all different colors. So it's all the colors that you get. I think your husband knew where it was. Yes, Jason, you did know where it was. Thank you very much. You did. You knew exactly where it was at. So then you get this portfolio, and it's really wonderful. And all these little tabs, this opens, and I can reuse them and fill them back up, and I can go in there, and they give me all kinds of different ones. They add new ones, they add old ones. It's amazing, guys, because when you take them into your home, this is for interior and exterior. So when I come to your house and you're thinking, I really thought that color would look really good, you get bigger sizes. See the sizes that you get? And they also, you can like cut them. They're perforated where you can cut them and put them in different rooms so that you can see it throughout different days and different times, especially when you're really trying to figure this all out, which is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, so I'm going to show you really what this looks like. It's very heavy though. It's like, I think it's called like my little portfolio. I have a bunch of them out. So this is really what it looks like. See, it's like a little thing. And all these little things come out, and these are like the color wheels on each one of them. So if you're ever in dire need of color, this is what I would probably bring if I was doing a huge job for you on color, okay? And this is what they look like. See, those were more whites. The ones that I had out were whites. But this is what they look like. And you get to see these colors. And it's amazing because it really does change things. But getting back to this, I brought some of the best colors out that I absolutely love. Now, whites, people always tell me this. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people say. White is white, right? No, white is not white. White has so many variations of color in them. It's unbelievable. A lot of times people will say, oh, just pick a white. I don't care what white. Well, there's a brilliant white. There's a yellow white. There's a blue white. There's a green white. There's all kinds of different whites. And you don't know that until you put your colors up with them. So one of the best colors that I absolutely love outside, I'm going to make sure that you guys see this, and I can put these, I'll post a little color thing that I have for you guys in here. But the number one color that I absolutely love outside, if you're trying to pick out your color, and I know that I always say, oh, alabaster for your trim, your doors, and that, and I do love alabaster. Alabaster is like my favorite, but that's inside. My outside favorite color is Snowbound. It's a beautiful white, guys, and you're never going to hear me say that again. It's Snowbound. It's absolutely stunning. There's something about this color really goes well with all the colors that go outside. It's just a very brilliant white, and it just stays very clean. Okay, and there's something about another color that I really like that is black, because people ask me this all the time. There's a few of them that I really like, but outside I really love tricorn black. You're gonna hear this again, tricorn black. So these two together, I hope you guys can see that. See how wonderful these big chips of these, and see how they have the little things here that you can put them in. But look how wonderful and big these are. They're just so good. So you can really see the colors really well. And like I said, on the back, I hope you guys can see that. On the back, you can even, they're perforated where you can cut them and all that. So I can leave these with my customers. But the best colors that I love are tricorn black for my blacks, and then Snowbound. And these are kind of just colors that I just vary for. I just love these. Now, do I want to use some of these sometimes in the front? Yes. Or in the front. In the interior, I definitely do. Like tricorn, I've used that definitely several times in interior. It's just that exterior, you've got to be a little more careful because it changes the color when you go outside in that light. Okay? That's one thing. But I want to tell you some of the other colors. I always go with these kind of colors. So I can't decide on the Emma house if I want to go with black or navy. I love this navy. And of course, navel is my very favorite, interior or exterior. It's really pretty. It's just a pretty color. Either one. But look how pretty that is with the Snowbound. Look at that with the Snowbound. Look at that. Isn't that rich? It's just such a pretty white color with it. It doesn't yellow. It doesn't anything. It's just really pretty. So one of the biggest things is, do I go with black or do I go with navy? And so what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to go to the house and I'm going to start really looking at these colors and really playing around with it and decide. Okay, so this would probably be shutters, doors. This will be the trim for sure, that gorgeous trim that they have, that real thick trim that I love navel too. Me too, Kim. This is in my downstairs. Love the navel. But when I tell you, if you're in my elegant community, I always tell you that you always have to go with a base color throughout your whole house, throughout your exterior, interior. That's kind of one of those things. Casey, love me some peppercorn all day. Yes, love peppercorn too, Casey. I'm a peppercorn girl. I did that at the Willow house. I did peppercorn, and oh my gosh, that was just a gorgeous house. But for this house, I'm kind of thinking that too. I got to tell you, for the outside, one of the exterior colors that Sherwin-Williams recommends all the time is light French gray. Isn't that crazy? I love me some light French gray, and that one is a good one for interior and exterior. You can use it for both. And a lot of builders like to hear that because they like a color that they can use everywhere. And that's a wonderful color that you can use interior and exterior if you're wanting to go with gray. But these are some of my other favorite ones for exterior when you're talking about grays. When you're going into the gray family, so let's look at this. If I wanted to go with the gray family, lazy gray is such a beautiful color with these. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how rich that is with that. Look at that white with it. Oh, Nothing speaks better than white with a color. Look at that. Look at that black. And look at that navy with it. Ooh, that's just rich. So that is a really good, lazy gray is a great color to go out in exterior. So what I would do is use this all over the body. I'd use this for the trim and one of these for the doors or the shutters. You could even do this with the shutters and this for the door. And this for the body and this for the trim. You have to be really kind of careful doing that many colors. It's a traditional home, but you don't want to get too crazy, but you could definitely do that with that style of a home. If it's just a ranch style home, that might be too many colors on it, but I'm kind of wanting to kind of streamline it and kind of get it going down. But Ellie Gray is another one that I love exterior. It's a beautiful color, guys. It's a gorgeous color. So if you're talking about grays, these are the two grays that I think are gorgeous. Lazy Gray or Ellie Gray. They're just gorgeous at exterior. And they've been proven. I mean, we've used these. They're just gorgeous. Look how pretty these are with them. It just shows you. I'm going to show you Ellie Gray. Now, Ellie Gray, to me, it's a little different color. Can you guys see that? The difference in those two grays? Give me some hearts or some thumbs up if you guys can see the difference in those. I mean, I can totally see the difference. This one's totally lighter, and this one's a little richer and darker. It's a little darker gray. This one's a little lighter, and this one's gray, a little darker. But they're super pretty. I mean, they'll definitely go with that. And then you put this white with it. Oh, so pretty. See the difference? So honestly, if I'm going towards one, I think I would go towards this one with this one, Lazy Gray. I think it's really super pretty. And this one's a little richer. Ellie Gray's a little richer gray. So it just depends on what you're trying to go for. But I love this. I love this too. Look at that with it. Yeah, that's pretty. Yes, these are pretty, aren't they? And then look at this. So yeah, one of those are really good. Yes, I see the difference. Okay, good deal. Okay, so if I'm just wanting to stay with my Snowbound, which will be my trim, this is another accessible gray, beige. So this is going into the beige family. So look at this. Look at this with it. It's so pretty. Beige is just such a rich color. And beiges, I think, are going to be the hot thing. I don't know. I don't got a hot mess going on here, guys. So if we have our white, if we want to do navy or we want to do black, look at this with it, guys. That's a really pretty one. It's just such a classy look, don't you think? Don't you think that's really classy? So if we wanted to do this for the whole body of it, I think it's just really classy, real clean. It's very clean. I think there's definitely a difference in these two. I'm liking these two really well. Well, I don't know. I think khaki and black is really nice too. So see, these are the hard decisions. Love it. Yeah. So these are some of the hard decisions that we have to make. And I don't normally give this like this to my customer, but these are some, I just want to tell you all these. Colonnade Gray. Now to me, it says it's a gray, but it's more taupe to me. It's more taupey. It's kind of a taupe color. Isn't that pretty? Colonnade. Oh, it's kind of a, I love this color. You know why I love this color, guys? It's because if you're on the fence of, do I want gray? Do I want blue? Or do I want beige? Do I want gray? Do I want beige? This is the perfect one. This one is going to give you a little bit of both. It's kind of the combination of both, which everybody loves that. What color is the beige? The beige it's called Accessible Beige. Accessible Beige. I'll post all these guys for you. Accessible Beige. Isn't that pretty? It's just lovely. But look at this one. This one is a great color because, see, it is for both of them. It's kind of a gray, but it's a beige at the same time. See that? I just can't decide. Do I want to go with brown, kind of a beige color, or do I want to go with a gray color? It's so hard. What are the hot exterior accent colors? Exterior colors still the same traditional. It's black, blues. I mean, depending on where you're going to put red, if you want a red door, you can do a red door. I got to show you something. You want to hear something that's crazy? Now, this wasn't in my plans, but They've got some crazy colors out. Look at that. But that wouldn't be, that would be for interior. You wouldn't want to do exterior on that one. Not exterior. But red. Red is a definitely, and a red bay. You know how I told you about red bay for your dining room? It's a stunning color for your front door. It's still got a very rich color. And I don't have one. I have given that all out. So I don't have one to show you. But red bay is another one that's a really good one for interior and exterior. It's one that's like light French gray. You can use for both. Very few colors you can do for both. Naval is one you can do for both. Your true colors you can usually use for both if you got them right, if that makes sense. The new storm door is cranberry, and I can't wait to get it installed. Yes, Tracy, yes. So some of those colors that are really tried and true, if you've got a really good color, a really good base color, they honestly should be able to go outside, and you'll probably love it. It's kind of like my lipstick. You'll love it. It's just a really rich color, and it'll go with anything. And normally, typically, if I go with a red, I usually use that on the door. I do not do it on the shutters. I do a black shutter. I'll do a black shutter. So if that helps you out any. But I do love, like, the biggest thing that everybody wants to know is the base color. The base colors is what you would really change the most out of, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like your house. It's kind of like anything. You have to figure out your base color. And a lot of people want to change this a lot. Don't change it a lot. Keep that good. So we'll talk more in the elegant community in January about your base colors and where you put them and things like that. But these are the best base colors, and these are the best exterior colors that I'm going to be looking at for the Emma house. See, look at the variety of colors there. And it looked like they were fairly close when you just had them up together, but look at the big difference of all of them. Isn't that crazy? There's a huge difference in those base colors. So yes, color can make a huge, huge difference in all these. Let me see if I have a lot of people asking questions. Where are the hot exterior colors? You like the colonnade gray. Yes, me too, Linda. It's a beautiful color. Khaki and black look nice, but the navy and the snow is perfect. It is. It's just stunning, Stacy. It's absolutely stunning. And you know, sometimes when you put colors together, it richens the color. And I think navy is so pretty with white. It's just something about navy and white are just gorgeous. It just brings out that real true navy. If done right with the right color. And I think that's really pretty. We are in the middle of a color dilemma as well. I'm grateful for the help. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Okay, you love it. Yay. I'm so glad you guys love it. Yes, see the difference. I'm so glad you guys can see the difference. That's the biggest thing. Hello from Louisiana. Hello, Debbie. I think the biggest thing is just to know the difference, and I will be posting these colors in here and show you what they are. But I really wanted to share this with you guys because you guys I asked you guys what you thought we needed to do in the Emma house, and you guys were all over it. You guys were giving me all kinds of cool ideas about the door color and about all the different things. And you know, another thing is green. Green is the biggest color, is another color that's coming back too. We're not seeing it as much, but green, the big dark green, the navy green, the hunter green, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's coming back in doses. I've been seeing that too. And so we'll see where that really goes. But there's all kinds of beautiful colors and all kinds of different things you can do. You just can't do a lot of all that when you're going into mixing colors. You got to just really stay true to those. So that's the biggest thing, is where do I want to take the Emma house? So I'm super excited. This has started me off with the color palettes, and I'm super excited to see where it goes. So this week, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be kind of going over there and getting everything ready, and kind of getting things ready for the Emma house and seeing where I'm going to go with this. But I hope this was helpful for you guys to kind of see some different ways of getting color together, and how we curate it, and how we put it together, and how we actually start the process of getting the houses ready. And I can't wait until Jason digs in there, and I'm going to take you for another tour of that, because that will be super fun. Okay, one of the things that I really needed to let you ladies know, a lot of you ladies, I'm doing local pickup tomorrow night at Hazel's Coffee Shop at 5:30 to 6:30. I think there's like 17 of you ladies I'm supposed to be meeting there tomorrow night. So let me know if you guys can't make it to pick up your goodies. Hopefully everybody can make it because we have been planning for that, and I'm super excited to get those things to you. I know you're going to be ready to get those, and I hope this was super helpful, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here with me and talking about the M House, and hopefully the next tour will be when Jason's tearing it out. Okay, guys, have a lovely evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.